Okay, I started a new stream. Sorry I have to keep making you guys migrate between streams. Apparently it's still showing the same tab, I think. How is it now? What's it showing now? Still the YouTube tab. Huh. I wonder what's going on. Maybe I should search it. Can you click on the tab next to the YouTube tab? I did. Yeah, I can click on the actual tab that we're supposed to be doing stuff in. But it doesn't seem to be showing it to you. I don't know why. This isn't making too much sense to me. Why is it still frozen? What's going on? What's going on with this? Maybe it's something in OBS. I think I might know what's going on. I think it's something in OBS, so I'm just gonna stop the stream for a second, then redo the stream with the new thing going on, if that's okay. Okay, I think I fixed it. How is it? Can you see it now? Can everyone see what we're supposed to be seeing? Okay, here we are. Now let's start again. Now everyone's caught up here. There we are. Now we're finally getting somewhere. Okay. That's good. Now we all know it works. We're all happy now. That's good to know. All right. All right, let's get going. Let's get going. The mechanic runs away. Acronix falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Okay, so he's the first one down. Kalmar runs away. Asphira runs away. Moron crystallized Harumi, threatened Dulce. It fails and they die. But we both know that they already died. Because I already said. Probably before everyone knew. Yeah, I'm really glad it works now. Now we can finally get somewhere, like, what, 20 minutes later? King Vangelis grabs a backpack, not realizing it's empty. Well, I needed enough place for my villainous volleyball team. You always do this. You're doing that thing again. MG's doing the villainous volleyball team thing that he always teases me about. It's pretty funny. The Omega clutches a first aid kit and runs away. Giordano runs away from the cornucopia. Harumi runs away from the cornucopia. Klaus runs away. Unagami runs away. The Overlord hides. The Overlord is hiding. Wow. I did not expect that from him. The Ice Emperor runs away. Mr. E runs away. Crux gathers as much food as he can. Vex runs away. Beatrix runs away with a lighter and some rope. Pythor grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia. Master Yang Master Yang grabs a jar of fishing bait while Chen gets fishing gear. Garmadon runs away, Nardicon runs away. Lord Raz gathers as much food as he can. Okay, let's proceed. Nardicon is picked by thorns while picking berries. Beatrix searches for firewood. Jordana, Klaus, Garmadon, and Vex hunt for other tributes. Okay. Unagami overhears Asphira and Chen talking in the distance. Asphira and Chen are both talking. To be honest, the Overlord isn't even a character to me, he's just a plot device. He is kind of boring, I guess. Asphira and Chen, why are they talking? I guess they do both have staffs that can steal elemental abilities, so they are pretty similar in that respect, so it does kind of make sense as to why they are talking to one another. Crux taints Lord Raz's food, killing him. Wow. I guess there's one Ninjago Dragon's Rising villain out. Sorry. The mechanic dies from an infection. Honestly, can I be honest for a second? I am afraid that Harumi will die and I won't be able to handle it. I swear if Harumi dies. Kalmar receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Master Yang scares King Vangelis off. Okay, that makes sense because he's a ghost. I actually really do like that. He's the ghost and he's scaring him off. That makes so much sense. Ice Emperor goes hunting. Harumi! No, don't die! Harumi questions her sanity. That makes so much sense. Harumi questions her sanity. Do you guys see that? Give me a second screenshot. Alright, Harumi questions her sanity. That makes so much sense. She's insane. The Omega constructs a shack. Yeah, it is canon. It is canon. Harumi questions her sanity. I love that so much. Alright, focus. The Overlord discovers a cave. Pythor sprains his ankle while running away from Mr. E. Alright, so here are the people who died. Acronix, Morrow, crystallized Harumi, as she should. Lord Raz and the mechanic. Proceed. What the? Harumi and Unagami huddle for warmth. I wasn't expecting that. Master Yang tracks down, kills Nardicon. Jeez. Jordana defeats Pythor in a fight but spares his life. Okay. That kind of makes sense. The Overlord is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Not that he would need it. He's like this ancient being of evil darkness. I think he should like the cold. Kalmar starts a fire. Well, I thought his thing would be like flash floods and stuff, but I guess he's the fire guy now. What? This guy. Vex tends to his wounds. Chen lets Garmadon into his shelter. Beatrix and the Ice Emperor run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Okay. The Omega begs for King Vangelis to kill him. He refuses, keeping the Omega alive. Klaus thinks about home. That's pretty funny. I too would probably think about home in this situation. Mr. E quietly hums. Asphira tends to her wounds. Crux cries himself to sleep. That's funny. No! Asphira tries to spear officials with a trident. King Vangelis, Harumi, and Kalmar get into a fight. King Vangelis triumphantly kills them both. Harumi! Ah. Great. Alright. Harumi is gone. That's just wonderful. Yeah, I love that so much, guys. Did you know that, it might not have been obvious, but I kind of like Harumi a little bit. And it is displeasing, to say the least, that she has been triumphantly killed off this early into the game. What on the? I'm just so annoyed about that. Harumi is gone. RIP Season 8 Harumi. She never cracked a single joke. Yeah, she didn't, and we loved her for it. And now she's gone. I thought you hated her. Oh, no, I actually really love her. She's my favorite character ever. So, yeah. I'm kind of surprised, honestly. Was it not obvious? Maybe it was only obvious to a select few. It was definitely obvious to MG. I thought, like, me being a Harumi fan was something a lot of people knew, but I guess not. Harumi decided it's finally time to end her arc. No, come on. Harumi. I need to move on from this. I need to keep going and see what the rest of the villains are getting up to. But I can't move on from Harumi's death. I'm in mourning. I'm in the denial part of the grieving process. I can't do this. This is not fair. Life isn't fair. Did you know that sometimes in life you can't always get what you want? I learned that today. I learned that I can't, Harumi can't always win. Oh, Harumi, I can't believe this. Sio's grief is like a building collapsing. Oh, don't do that. Don't you don't pull that card. You're reminding me of Harumi's actual death. Which was the perfect ending for her character, by the way. And they really should have just ended it there instead of carrying her on and crystallized and ruining her character. But that's just arguing semantics at this point. Maybe someone is going to avenge her. Yeah, whoever does that. Whoever kills King Vangelis. King Vangelis, he is my least favorite villain in this whole simulator now. I want someone to avenge avenge Harumi. For not just for me, but for all of us. If someone kills King Vangelis, that I consider Harumi avenged, and I will be happy. Well, I won't be happy if nobody is. We avenge Harumi. How are we gonna do that? How we can't track down King Vangelis. He doesn't even exist. Let King Vangelis win. Oh, come on. He killed Harumi. To each their own, I guess. Alright. Master Yang, Crooks. No, Harumi, you're gone and I miss you. Okay, focus. Focus me. Master Yang, Crooks, the Overlord get into a fight. Master Yang triumphantly kills them both. Master Yang's pretty good so far. Klaus fishes. Vex, Beatrix, and Mr. E hunt for other tributes. Hunt for King Vangelis. Avenge Harumi. Garmadon attacks Chen, but he manages to escape. What? Why did Garmadon attack Chen after Chen let him into his place? He let him into his tent, his shelter, and Garmadon has the gall to attack him for this. Must be like the Great Devourer's venom or something. Harumi, you're gone and I miss you. Why is Harumi... Look, I need to move on. Move on. Focus. What's done is done. We can't change the past. Pythor scares Ulagami off because he's a snake. Jordana and the Omega hunt for other tributes. Alright. Do I need to find a replacement villain, a new villain to root for? Because I was rooting for Harumi all the way. I feel like I need to find someone new to root for. I was thinking maybe like Jordana or something, because Jordana kind of reminds me of Harumi, so that's kind of good. The Ice Emperor tries to sleep through the entire day. Okay, I'm rooting for Jordana now. Nardakan, Harumi, Kalma, Crux, the Overlord. Look at this. This is wrong. This is not, like, this, you just can't, I have no words. Harumi, you're gone, and I couldn't protect you. I can't do this. I must proceed. Pythor quietly hums. Chen, Mr. E, and Jordana Cliff cheerfully sing songs together. Harumi's dead. Asphira defeats the Ice Emperor in a fight, but spares his life. That's good, because I feel like I prefer this guy out of the two in Season 11 villains. Garmadon attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Vex receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Who cares about Vex? Master Yang cries himself to sleep. Ulagami, King Vangelis, Klaus, and Beatrix tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. The Omega questions his sanity. So all Harumi did this whole game was question her sanity, then die. That's not right. Klaus receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. King Vangelis receives a hatchet. Pythor receives fresh food. Vex constructs a shack. Unagami discovers a cave. Chen tends to Garmadon's. What is this back and forth friendship they've got going on? Like, Chen let Garmadon in his shelter. Then Garmadon stabs him in the back by attacking him. But now Chen is back helping Garmadon. He really needs to just, at this point, let it go. The Ice Emperor thinks about home. Mr. E tries to spearfish with a trident. The Omega sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Master Yang overhears Beatrix and Asphyrus talking in the distance. Jordana hunts from other tributes. Alright, Klaus, Vex, and Mr. E sleep in shifts. That's kind of an unlikely alliance we've got going on here. Pythor screams for help. Chen cries himself to sleep. Asphira, Master Yang, and Garmadon cheerfully sing songs together. The Ice Emperor fends Unagami, Beatrix, and the Omega away from his fire. He's the Ice Emperor and he's starting a fire. That makes no sense. King Vangelis thinks about winning. Jordana cooks her food before putting a fire out. Beatrix thinks about home. Master Yang, Chen, and Jordana track down and kill the Ice Emperor. Jeez. I don't particularly care. After Harumi's death, nothing phases me anymore. Klaus stalks Unagami. Garmadon questions his sanity. That's also kind of in character for him, isn't it? Mr. E receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. I feel like we should do this again in the future, because I should keep doing this until Harumi wins. Pythor begs for King Vangelis to kill him. He refuses, keeping Pythor alive. Asphira attempts to climb a tree, but falls on the Omega, killing them both. Jeez. Vex searches for a water source. Alright, so these three are now deceased. The Ice Emperor will not die. That aged well. He literally just died. Sorry. Vex and Mr. E talk about tribute still alive. Master Yang quietly hums. Klaus receives an explosion from an unknown sponsor. Crystallized Harumi killed Season 8 Harumi by telling a bad joke. Ugh. Yeah. Honestly. That is actually true in the show. Not like literally, but metaphorically. That's kind of what happened. Why? You know, sometimes in life, you think about the parts of life that you wish you could go back and redo. And I wish I could go back and redo the stream so that maybe Harumi would have a better chance. Now I'm in grieving. Yep, me too. We can grieve together. We are not alone in our sadness for Harumi. Klaus receives an explosion from an He receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Garmadon receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Harumi is dead. Unagami sees a fire but stays hidden. Now I'm grieving. Not her. Who are you grieving? The Ice Emperor. I guess that makes sense. I'm guessing you didn't care too much for Harumi. Only for the Ice Emperor. Are you doing it to spite me, are you? You're doing it deliberate, you people. You tease me about Harumi. What? Okay. That's great. Beatrix tends to her wounds. Pythor falls into a frozen lake and drowns. King Vangelis tries to treat his infection. Beatrix heals Vex with a sickle. Chen shoots an arrow at Mr. E but misses and kills Klaus instead. King Vangelis makes a slingshot. Master Yang is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Unagami tends to Jordana's wounds. Garmadon collects fruit from a tree. Now these three are gone. Jordana sets up camp for the night. I actually think Jordana has a pretty good, she might actually win this. She seems to be pretty proactive. Beatrix attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Chen fends Unagami, Master Yang, and Garmadon away from his fire. Mr. E stabs King Vangelis while his back is turned. Jeez. Okay, so now it's the feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tributes families. Mr. E avenged Harumi! Yes, he did! King Vangelis is gone! King Vangelis killed Harumi, and Mr. E killed King Vangelis. Mr. E avenged Harumi! Yes! Hooray! Cheer! Now I want Mr. E to win. He avenged Harumi, so now I'm rooting for him. He avenged his, yeah, he literally got revenge for Harumi, his boss. This is so perfect. It's almost like the simulation knows a thing or two about, you know, Ninjago, I guess. That's what King Vangelis gets for killing my favorite character of all time. Chen decides not to go to the feast. Unagami throws a knife into Gamadon's chest. Jeez. Mr. E is unable to convince Beatrix not to kill. Oh no. No! Great, that was we had a good run, guys. Now Mr. E's gone. Now Beatrix killed him. The cycle of revenge. Now I want revenge for Mr. E. Master Yang accidentally steps on a landmine. I'm guessing that means he's dead, right? Chen goes hunting. Beatrix receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Unagami repeatedly stabs Jordana to death. Whoa! I was rooting for Jordana as well. Everyone I'm rooting for is just... they're leaving. Who do I root for now? I generally don't know. Chen hugs a tracker-jacker nest, believing it to be a pillow. Well, apparently that killed him. Who killed Ice Emperor? He needs revenge too. I don't actually remember. Somebody did, right? Or is he still alive? I can't keep track. Yeah, a lot of people did die. Unagami poisons Beatrix's drink. She drinks it and he dies. What? The winner is Unagami? Yeesh. Well, I guess that's it. Harumi. Harumi. You deserved to be in #1 place. You deserve to be in 1st place, not 18th place. I will not stand for this. Maybe we should do it again. Hey guys, how about we do it again? Let's do it again. This didn't last very long, so let's do it again. Harumi will have a second chance. And if Harumi... just come on. Harumi win, please. This isn't a huge ask. All I'm asking is that my favorite character of all time wins this little simulation that has absolutely no significance on the world. Is that too much to ask? Let's do this again. Alright, if Harumi doesn't win this time, I will be sad. Acronix runs away. The Overlord finds a canteen full of water. Master Yang retrieves a trident from inside the cornucopia. King Vangelis grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia and kind of runs away. Vex stabs Harumi in the back with a trident. Oh, for God's sake. Rooting for Harumi. Ah, you spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. We all spoke too... Harumi is the... No, okay, no. Enough. Not only is... What? They are deliberately messing with me here. Finally. Oh, you don't like Harumi, do you? You're taking a sick pleasure from seeing Harumi die. See our rage moment. I just can't believe this. Okay, no. Not only did Harumi last time, she died, but now this time she's the first person to die. At least last time she had the dignity of being able to question her sanity for 5 seconds before she's just mercilessly ripped away from her mortal coil. But this time, there is, yes, Harumi died. Yay. Oh, come on. You're doing it on purpose. You guys just want to see me get angry about Harumi. We still have the crystallized version. I can't tell if that's worse. The crystallized Harumi is still here, and I don't know if I like that. On one hand, it is Harumi, but on the other hand, it's not Harumi. It's not the Harumi that I love. But so far, this is our best bet. I was joking. Yeah, I know. I'm just teasing as well. Alright. Crystallized Harumi runs away. I can't get over this. Maybe I should add Avatar Harumi, just so that the chances of Harumi winning are even higher. Crystallized Harumi runs away. Crystallized Harumi is Harumi's body with another soul in it. Mr. E runs away from the cornucopia. Nardican runs away. Crooks finds a canteen full of water. Moro retrieves a trident from inside the cornucopia. Asphera runs away from the cornucopia. Garmadon runs away from the cornucopia. Lord Raz runs away. The Omega runs away. Beatrix runs away. Chen runs away. Kama runs away. The Ice Emperor runs away. Unagami runs away. Jordana runs. Everyone runs away, and Klaus accidentally steps on a landmine. Harumi's gone again. I can't deal with these extenuating circumstances. Crooks receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Master Yang receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Unagami diverts the mechanic's attention and runs away. Beatrix forces Jordana to kill Vex or Garmadon. She decides to kill Garmadon. Why did she decide to kill the way better, more well-written villain out of the two of them? She made a bad decision. What? Pythor tends to crystallize Harumi's wounds. That does make sense. It is similarly out of character for this stupid version of Harumi to let Pythor tend to her wounds, even though Pythor freed the Great Devourer and killed the parents, leading her to become evil and everything. The Overlord attacks Lord Raz, but he manages to escape. Asvera defeats Kalmar in a fight, but spares his life. Mr. E and the Omega hunt for other tributes. Nardican constructs a shack. Harumi was the first one to die. I know I keep going on these tangents, and it might be a bit annoying, but... Harumi, where'd you go? Why do you keep going away? Acronix receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. King Vangelis attacks Mora, but he manages to escape. Chen fishes. The Ice Emperor makes a wooden spear. Here are the fallen tributes. Harumi, Klaus, and Garmadon. It's Harumi. She's gone again. Unagami goes to sleep. Pythor kills Asvera with a sickle. That kind of makes sense. He kills the better snake. I mean, he kills the worst snake. He's the better snake villain, so he's asserting himself as that. None of the three I care about. Yeah, to each their own, to each their own. I just need to remind myself to each their own. Master Yang tries to sing himself to sleep. Beatrix goes to sleep. Jordana and Kalmar huddle for warmth. Chen and the Omega talk about the tributes while still alive. King Vangelis convinces Mr. E... What does that... What? That doesn't even... That's kind of funny, but also very strange. Crooks throws a knife into the mechanic's... Oh, jeez. Moro convinces Acronix to snuggle. What is with this snuggling? This is kind of strange. Lord Raz, Vex, Nardican, crystallized Harumi, and the Ice Emperor sleep in shifts. The Overlord starts a fire. Jordana attacks Vex, but he manages to escape. The Overlord travels to higher ground. Crux decapitates Pythor with a sword. Wow. Unagami, the Omega, and Misty get into a fight. Unagami triumphantly kills them both. Moro and Acronix do something I didn't expect. Yeah, neither did I. It makes no sense at all. But whatever, I guess. Master Yang injures himself. Moro searches for firewood. The Ice Emperor questions his sanity. Acronix tries to spearfish with a trident. Kalmar discovers the cave. Crystallized Harumi camouflages herself in the bushes. In that outfit, I don't really understand how in that outfit she'd be able to camouflage herself, but maybe they were just some really neon purple bushes. I don't know. Nardican, Lord Raz, King Vangelis, Chen, and Beatrix hunt for other tributes. Alright, so all these people are dead. Kalmar, crystallized Harumi, and Acronix cheerfully sing songs together. Chen forces Crux to kill the Ice Emperor or Nardican. He decides to kill Nardican. Why are they always deciding to kill the Will Film villains instead of the Wild Brain ones? The Wild Brain ones aren't, they don't seem as iconic to me, but, I could be wrong about that. Master Yang cries himself to sleep. Unagami fends the Overlord, King Vangelis, and Jordana away from his fire. Lord Raz thinks about home. I really don't know anything about this guy. Lord Raz, what's going on with him? I'm sure the people in the chat who know Dragon's Rising could probably talk my ear off about him. Beatrix and Vex hold hands. What? I also was not expecting this pairing. Moro goes to sleep. Unagami hunts further tributes. Chen receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. The Ice Emperor receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Frozen food. Kalmar begs for Chronics to kill him, but he refuses, keeping Kalmar alive. Vex and the Overlord hunt for other tributes. Master Yang picks flowers. How can he interact with things if he's a ghost? You know what? Whatever. King Vangelis searches for a water source. Lord Raz thinks about home again. Did he already think about home? He really. Moro makes a wooden spear. Jordana steals from crystallized Harumi while she isn't looking. She was too busy practicing volleyball with her evil volleyball team or something dumb like that. Crux begs for Beatrix to kill him. She refuses, keeping Crux alive. Okay, so Narnicon is the only one who died. Beatrix cries herself to sleep. Chen throws a knife into Master Yang's head. I feel like I'm spamming. No, it's okay. You can say as much as you want in the chat. I don't really mind. We're all here to relax and have fun. Just do what you want. Acronix, Unagami, Crux, and Lord Raz tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Vex looks at the night sky. Kalmar and the Overlord sleep in shifts. After the stream ends, can you give us the link to the files on the simulator? I can certainly try. It's just I've never ever done that before. So, I'll definitely try. King Vangelis tries to treat his infection. The Ice Emperor quietly hums. Moro questions his sanity. Crystallized Harumi and Jordana talk about the tribute still alive. Why are they talking to each other? Jordana literally just stole from Crystallized Harumi. So, what? Does she know that Jordana stole from her? Or is she tricking her? The Overlord shoots an arrow at Moro, but misses and kills King Vangelis instead. Jeez. Unagami receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Vex stalks crystallized Harumi. Wow. Lord Raz pushes the Chronix off a cliff during a knife fight. Jordana picks flowers. The Ice Emperor and Crux work together for the day. Beatrix tends to Kalmar's wounds. Shannon receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Alright, Yang, Vangelis, and Acronix are dead. Crystallized Harumi loses sight of where she is. That's funny. They are really playing up the idea that Crystallized Harumi is dumb. Which I'm not entirely opposed to, because this version of Harumi is far worse written, but it's still Harumi, so I am biased in her favor. Should I cheer on this version of Harumi, or should I want her to lose? I am in conflict, because on one hand, this is the bad, worst written version of Harumi. But, you know, on the other hand, it's still Harumi. None of those three but the time guy I care about. Oh, Crux, or a Chronic, one of those. I get them confused. I guess that makes sense. Everyone has their own favourite Ninjago villain. It's simple to save the characters, just press save file and link it. Okay, I'll try. I really do hope I can save this, because it was an absolute nightmare to put this together. Unagami cries himself to sleep. Moro climbs a tree to rest. Crux tends to Jordana's wounds. Chen fends the Ice Emperor, the Overlord, and Kalmar away from his fire. Vex tends to his wounds. Lord Raz cries himself to sleep, and Beatrix questions her sanity. Moro stalks Lord Raz. The Ice Emperor discovers a cave. Beatrix receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Unagami, Crux, crystallized Harumi, the Overlord, and Chen hunt for other tributes. Jordana receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Kalmar sprains his ankle while running away from Vex. Alright. Lord Raz tends to Chen's wounds. Crystallized Harumi begs for the Ice Emperor to kill her, but he refuses, keeping Crystallized Harumi alive. Crux is awoken by nightmares. Vex kills Beatrix as she tries to fall. You like Hands of Time? That's interesting. I don't know what the general consensus about Hands of Time is, but I don't know exactly. Do people like Hands of Time? I haven't actually watched Hands of Time, so I'm not sure. The Overlord lets Jordana into his shelter. Moro tries to treat his infection. Unagami attempts to climb a tree but falls to his death. Have you watched Euro 2024? Is that the football thing? If I'm not really into football. I've never really cared about it, to be honest, so no, I haven't watched it. Hands of Time is not liked. Oh, that's a... I can't tell if that's a shame or not, because maybe it deserves not being liked, or maybe it doesn't, I don't know. I won't be able to tell unless I watch it for myself, but I feel like watching Dragons Rising first. He had enough conscience not to kill her. That kind of makes sense. Maybe he's one of the more human villains with the eyes. Yeah, because he's Zane, so, you know, maybe with the Zane in him didn't want to kill him. Moro tries to treat his infection. Unagami tries... Oh, I already read this. Kalma cries himself to sleep. Jordana overhears the Overlord and Crux talking in the distance. Moro searches for firewood. Vex crystallized Harumi. Kalma and Chen raid Lord Raz's camp while he's hunting. The Ice Emperor dies from thirst. What? He's the Ice Emperor. All he could do is just melt some ice and then he wouldn't be thirsty anymore. Wow. Jordana climbs a tree to rest. No, oh, I'm sorry. The Ice Emperor was your favorite and he's gone. I definitely know how it feels to have your favorite character mercilessly ripped away from you. Chen, Kalmar, and Crux cheerfully sing songs together. Vex overpowers the Overlord, killing him. How can you overpower the Overlord? Least of all Vex. Oh, gosh. This makes no sense, but it's funny in the way it makes no sense. Lord Raz passes out from exhaustion. Crystallized Harumi tries to treat her infection. Moro's unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. The worst part, he died before her. Yeah, that's like the ultimate insult. Crystallized Harumi is somehow still standing with her crazy volleyball evil skills and a... Ugh. Chen decides... Oh, the feast is here again. Chen decides not to go to the feast. Kalmar decides not to go to the feast. Vex decides not to go. So does Moro and Crux and Jordana. Crystallized Harumi's trap kills Lord Raz. Wow. What? Crystallized Harumi begs for Vex to kill her. He refuses, keeping Crystallized Harumi alive. What's going on with Crystallized Harumi? Jordana, Kalmar, Crux, Chen, and Moro hunt for the tributes. The Overlord and Lord Raz are both dead. Jordana looks at the night sky. Okay, I actually do think Jordana might actually have a chance. This time, she is kind of consistently competent, somehow. Vex and Kalmar sleep in shifts. Crystallized Harumi fends Moro, Chen, and Crux away from a fire. Crux, Chen, Jordana, and Kalmar form a... Whoa, yikes. Did that make... Oh, jeez. Okay. Vex hunts for other tributes. Oh, Moro overpowers Crystallized Harumi, killing her. Yeah, he was getting sick of Crystallized Harumi being around in her worst-written self. And so he decided to finally put an end to this sham. Alright. Vex repeatedly stabs Moro to... Oh, jeez. But he's a ghost. What? The winner is Vex. Okay. Great. Vex. The character I love him. I don't... Once again... Not fair. Not fair at all. She at least deserved to be up here. This is like the ultimate insult. Crystallized Harumi is in 3rd place, and the actual real life, really good, well written Harumi is in 24th place. Okay, so now I am faced with a difficult decision. I can do this one more time, and if Harumi dies early this time, then I won't do it anymore. But should I do this again? Should we do it one more time just to see where Harumi would come, and I guess where the Ice Emperor would come as well? Because I know that yeah, one more time. I know King Axolotl probably really wants to see the Ice Emperor through to the end for this. So I'm not just doing it for me, but I'm also doing it for him. For Ice Emperor's revenge, yeah. Let's avenge Harumi and the Ice Emperor. Alright. But this time, honest to goodness, if Harumi does die this time, I might complain loudly about it. but I won't do it again if you guys don't want me to. Master Yang grabs a sword. Plus, I need to have dinner soon, so, you know, I might have to end the stream soon. Master Yang grabs a sword. Kalmar runs away from the cornucopia. The Overlord runs away from the cornucopia. The Ice Emperor clutches a first aid kit and runs away. Garmadon runs away. King Vangelis runs away. Acronix finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Morrow takes a handful of throwing knives. Beatrix grabs a jar of fishing bait while Crux gets fishing gear. Jordana runs away from the cornucopia, runs into the cornucopia and hides. Pythor runs away from the cornucopia. Unagami grabs a jar of fishing bait while Vex gets fishing gear. The Mechanics grabs a shovel. The Mechanic. Lord Raz grabs a backpack and retreats. I'm honestly really scared. I don't know what's gonna happen to Harumi this time, and I'm too frightened to find out. Asphere runs away. Klaus runs away. Mega runs away. Mr. E runs away. Crystallized Harumi grabs a shovel. Chen grabs a backpack and retreats, and Otacon finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Harumi runs away from the cornucopia. Come on, Harumi. You can do this. Just try a little harder. Klaus attacks Master Yang, but Beatrix protects him, killing Klaus. Pythor. Okay, so... Wow. Klaus is gone. Okay. By the way... Oh, never mind. I thought you were going to say something. I thought someone was asking me a question, but you were asking someone else in chat a question. Sorry. Pythor, the Omega, King Vangelis, the Mechanic, and Vex hunt for the tributes. Crystallized Harumi receives water from an unknown sponsor. The Ice Emperor receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. That gives him some pretty good odds, I think. Crux picks flowers. Chen goes hunting. Kalma constructs a shack. Unagami collects fruit from a tree. Garmadon is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Jordana tries to spearfish with a trident. Acronix discovers a cave. Lord Raz searches for firewood. Mr. E makes a wooden spear. Harumi tends to Asvira's wounds. That's kind of funny. At least Harumi isn't dead, okay? I'll take what I can get. The Overlord searches for a water source. Morrow searches for a water source. And Nardicon makes a wooden spear. Klaus is gone. Garmadon sees a fire but stays hidden. Crux tends to his wounds. Pythor tries to treat his infection. Master Yang, Lord Raz, Acronix, Vex, and Beatrix sleep in shifts. The Mechanic starts a fire. Nardicon questions his sanity. The Overlord screams for help. Asphira and Morrow sleep in shifts. Unagami thinks about home. Harumi, Crystallized Harumi, and King Vangelis cheerfully sing songs together. What? I don't see how these two versions of Harumi could get along. But whatever. What song are they singing, by the way? Is it like the Spider in the House song that Harumi likes to sing? Probably. The Omega lets Kalmar into a shelter. Mr. E tends to his wounds. Chen and the Ice Emperor tell stories about themselves to each other. Jordana accidentally steps on a landmine. Okay, so I guess she's gone. She's working with herself, yeah. She's becoming in tune with the worst aspects of herself. Vex poisons Crux's drink. He drinks it and he dies. The Ice Emperor chases Beatrix. Wow. Unagami searches for firewood. The Overlord travels to higher ground. Does he fly there because he can be a dragon? Probably. Nardicon injures himself. Asphira tries to sleep throughout the entire day. Morrow practices his archery. The Omega discovers a cave. Acronix travels to higher ground. Pythor goes hunting. Chen searches for firewood. Lord Raz and Harumi work together for the day. Crystallized Harumi defeats Master Yang in a fight but spares his life. Harumi, come on, you can do this, I believe in you. Kalmar picks flowers. The Mechanic receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Mr. E makes a slingshot. King Vangelis introduces himself. Garmadon picks flowers. Not much has happened so far, has it? I feel like I'm gonna end up accidentally causing something bad to happen. The Omega convinces Nardicon to... What? What are these pairings? What are these weird... the weird snuggling sessions that two people... What is happening? I don't understand. It's really funny though. Garmadon questions his sanity. Master Yang attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Asphira screams for help. Acronix sets up camp for the night. Pythor is awoken by nightmares. Chen attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. The Overlord questions his sanity. He is pretty insane, so But wouldn't it be insane for him to question the fact that he's insane? Maybe I'm going down a rabbit hole. Kalma and Beatrix huddle for warmth. That also makes little sense to me. That's a pairing I wouldn't think of. Mara and Harumi run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Vex and Unagami huddle for warmth. Okay. Also something I wouldn't have thought of. Mr. E spears the mechanic in the abdomen. Jeez. King Vangelis, crystallized Harumi, and Lord Raz discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Alright. The Omega camouflages himself in the bushes. King Vangelis searches for a water source. Beatrix bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Jeez. Unagami tends to Kama's wounds. Nardikan silently slams the Overlord's leg. Whoa. Alright. I quite like this. Harumi diverts Master Yang's attention and runs away. Alright, who's ready for a Harumi tangent? So, Harumi, her whole thing, like the quiet one, in episode 6, the quiet one, in Sons of Garmadon season 8, Harumi says to Lloyd, the greatest villain is the one you never knew was there in the first place, the one that gets away. Harumi, in this little thing, she is literally the one that gets away. She got away from Master Yang. I love that so much. Anyway, Acronix, Mr. E, Lord Raz, and Morrow raid Chen's camp while he's hunting. Crystallized Harumi throws a knife into the eye. Oh no. Oh no. I can tell King Axolotl in the chat is not particularly enthused about this development. Oh, that's a shame. Maybe I'll pay my respects in the chat. I apologize, Ice Emperor. You were a good guy, and you had someone in the chat right now who loved you very, very much. I am sorry. And not by her hand. The ultimate insult. Crystallized Harumi. Why? This is the worst. Imagine how cool it would be. Okay, another Harumi tangent. Imagine how cool it would be if Harumi, the real Harumi, killed crystallized Harumi. That would be screenshot worthy. Pythor is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Vex receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Garmadon practices his archery. Chen stays awake all night. Crystallized Harumi unknowingly eats toxic berries. Does that mean she's dead? I think that means she's dead. Let's just assume that means she's dead. Okay, King Axolotl, I think crystallized Harumi is dead now. I feel like the Ice Emperor has been avenged. I hope that makes you feel better. What? Kill Harumi, both of them? Okay, mister. Now you got a problem. I'm just joking. But what's your problem with regular Harumi? I want them both dead. Oh, come on. Regular Harumi didn't do anything, okay? Maybe I should stop getting defensive and get on with it. Master Yang starts a fire. King Vangelis passes out from exhaustion. Kalmar lets Asphira into his shelter. Nardikan is awoken by nightmares. Unagami and Pythor huddle for warmth. Garmadon, the Omega, and Mr. E get into a fight. Garmadon triumphantly kills them both. Clearly I'm just being a bit desensitized to the hugging and the snuggling and the huddling for warmth and stuff, because I haven't said anything about it. Acronix receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Lord Raz cries himself to sleep. Moros attempts to start fire but is unsuccessful. Vex climbs a tree to rest. Harumi tends to her wounds, as she should. It's okay. You will feel better. I hope you feel better soon. Nardikan injures himself. Asphira chases Acronix, probably while screaming revenge at him for no reason. King Vangelis steals from Chen when he isn't looking. Master Yang, Garmadon, Kama, and Unagami raid Harumi's camp while she's hunting. What? No, Harumi, come on. Leave her alone. Leave her camp alone. Let her hunt in peace. Garmadon too. I thought Garmadon and Harumi, they had an extremely positive relationship and everything, and now, I guess it's, they're all out for themselves. Pythor searches for firewood. Moro scares Lord Raz off. Poor Harumi can't catch a break. I know, even when she's not dead, she is being screwed over time and time again. Vex tries to spearfish with a trident. Alright, so yep, it's okay. Crystallized Harumi is gone. The Omega's gone. Mr. E is gone. Alright. Harumi's not dead. Yeah, she's not. The camp was just raided while she was hunting. Nardicon starts a fire. Pythor sees a fire but stays hidden. That's actually pretty good continuity. Nardicon starts the fire. Pythor sees the fire but stays hidden. So, does Pythor see the fire that Nardicon started? Probably. Harumi cooks her food before putting her fire out. Harumi, you can do this. You've been doing so well so far. I'm so proud of you. Keep going. I believe in you. Asphira loses sight of where she is. Harumi, you can do this. Vex, Master Yang, and Lord Raz sleep in shifts. Unagami receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Harumi, you can do this. Kalmar, King Vangel... another one of these weird huddling things. It's funny. Acronix dies from an infection. Jeez. Garmadon is awoken by nightmares. Moro quietly hums and Chen looks at the night sky. Garmadon chases Vex. Harumi must suffer for her crimes and treason. Her treason must be punished. Yeah. I mean, that's what I like. Another Harumi tangent coming. That's what I like about seasons 8 and 9, because she did do so many terrible things, and she actually did pay for them. But then in Crystallized, Harumi, all of that stuff is just completely, I guess, like, brushed off to the side. And they're just going to pretend, oh, all those terrible things you did. No, it's okay. Help us rebuild the monastery. And they implied that her and Lloyd are actually going to get into a relationship, which is just... No, come on, don't do that. So yeah, I actually agree with you on that. But that's what makes her such a good character, you know? Kalmar overpowers Master Yang, killing him. Python and Asphira split up to search for resources. Unagami, Lord Raz, and Harumi successfully ambush and kill Chen, Vangelis, and Moro. Wow. Nardicon camouflages himself in the bushes. Alright, so all of these people are dead now. You know, I'm just so happy that Harumi's made it this far. I think it was a good idea to do one more game. Pythor and Asphira sleep in shifts. Kalmar, Lord Raz, and Harumi sleep in shifts. Nardicon and Unagami hold hands. Vex stays awake all night. Garmadon quietly hums. Kalmar sets Garmadon on fire with a Molotov, whatever that is. Harumi catches Asphira off guard and kills her. Nardicon and Unagami, what's with these duos? I know, what's with these pairings? These totally random pairings. Makes no sense, but it's funny all the same, honestly. Are you sure you want to do one more game? Yeah, I feel like this should be the last one. Because I do have to have dinner soon. And, you know, I don't want to have my dinner too late. You know? I hope that's alright. How did she get so far? She has no powers. She has faith, intellect, and a little bit of know-how, I guess. She has a sheer unwavering determination that made it this far. The power of manipulation. You know what? That might actually not be too far off, because remember, earlier, Harumi was tending to Asphira's wounds, I believe. And Harumi catches... Now she's killed her. She's a traitor. Yeah, this is actually really in line with Harumi's character. I'm going on another Harumi tangent, but... Request make a review on Barbie 2023. Oh, that one. Okay. I guess. I haven't really thought about that movie all too much, aside from I'm Just Ken, which is kind of taking the world by storm a bit. And I'm sure it's a good song, but I guess I'll think about it. Pythor and Nardicon fight Lord Raz and Unagami. Pythor and Nardicon survive. Vex dies from an infection. No! Harumi accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. She's gone. She's gone. Harumi's gone. Harumi is dead. I know, right? She was so close. So close yet so far. Alright. Laugh it up, everyone. I can't believe this again. This just keeps happening. Revenge. No, yeah. Where did you go? Try a little harder next time. We were all rooting for you. Learn something from this. She lasted longer than before. Yeah, she did. But just you know what? As long as King Axolotl is happy, he's happy that Harumi's gone. I guess it's not a complete loss. Pythor tracks down and kills Kalmar, and Narnicon dies from hypothermia. Harumi, come on, she's gone. I was not rooting for her, not one bit. Yeah, that makes sense. Because the Ice Emperor is gone, and you clearly don't like Harumi very much. It's pretty interesting, but I don't really mind. What? The winner is Pythor. Okay, I guess the winner is Pythor. Alright. You know what, actually, Harumi didn't do so bad, did she? She made it pretty far, actually. She was in 4th place. I can take that, actually. There we go, just a little memento. One day I want Harumi to actually win, and maybe one day she will, but, you know, let's do this again some other time. How about next week? Good idea. Maybe tomorrow, actually. I don't have anything planned tomorrow, so maybe we could just do this again tomorrow. This seems like fun. Because next week I'm going to work on the Season 2 ranking video, so I might not have time to stream. So maybe tomorrow. Alright. I feel like that's a good place to end this. Alright, everyone. Ice Emperor will have his revenge. Hopefully. Either Ice Emperor will win or Harumi will win. Let us just wait and see. Alright, everyone. I think it's time to say goodbye. Thank you all for sticking around and watching me play this game and rant about Harumi. Bye. Goodbye, everybody. See you soon. See you tomorrow, actually, probably. I'll let you know if the plan changes, but as of right now, I'm planning to stream this again tomorrow. Okay, goodbye.